start tonight's meeting by repeating something I said at last week's council meeting, which is everyone deserves to feel safe. What we do as a community, what we say to each other, and how we say it, those things matter. We live in a community where differing views abound, they shape and mold us, but what defines us as Pacificans is that we treat each other with respect. Everyone in here tonight is invited to speak their piece and feel the freedom to say it, but I encourage you to show respect. It's what unites us together, it's what makes us strong, and it's what allows us to feel the safety each and every one of us deserves, irrespective of who we are, where we come from, or our beliefs. This meeting is called to order. May I please have a roll call?
Commissioner Devine.
Present.
Commissioner Ferguson.
Present.
Commissioner Godwin.
Present.
Chair Hauser.
Present.
Commissioner Wright.
Present.
Commissioner Wright, can you lead us in a salute to the flag?
Certainly.
Thank you. Before we get into administrative business, any member of the public wishing to make public comment on the agenda item or on any agenda item should complete a speaker card and bring it to the front and hand it to staff. On the card, please indicate the agenda item on which you wish to speak or oral communications for items not on the agenda. I will call each speaker for their public comment opportunity. With that, I will move us into administrative business. Do we have any public comments on the administrative business? I don't have any speaker cards up here. Okay. With that, does anyone have any comments on the order of the agenda?
With no comments, I would move to approve the agenda as noted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Let's please vote.
That motion passes unanimously.
Okay. I would also be happy to take a motion on the minutes of September 18th or any comments thereon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Please vote.
That motion passes unanimously.
Fabulous. Any liaisons for City Council?
None required. Thank you, Chair.
Wonderful. Okay, and that takes us to oral communications. I do not have speaker cards, but I see speakers. Councilmember Christine Bowles.
Sorry, I should know better and fill out a speaker card, and I can do that afterwards. Mayor Bixnick wanted to be here today to make some comments after what happened last Monday, and he's unfortunately on vacation, and so I offered to do this in his place. And I'm going to start with a little bit from the city manager's notes and Connect with Pacifica, and just want to remind the public that you can search Connect with Pacifica and sign up for his updates there as well. So, during last Monday night's city council meeting, remote public comment via Zoom was hijacked by numerous racist and hate speech commenters. This Zoom bombing hit many cities in our region this week. The events of last Monday night were deplorable and profoundly disturbing, and such hate incidents will not be tolerated in our community. As Mayor Bixnick aptly noted, this was an unacceptable shock to the values of our community. Let us take this as an opportunity to become stronger together. So since that meeting, the City Council has decided to host a study session at our next meeting next Monday, November 9th, to make room for this important discussion with the community, acknowledge what happened, share our grief, reflect, and discuss our legal and procedural options as we move forward. The meeting will likely start at 5:30 here at 2212 Beach Boulevard, but please check the agenda when it comes out on Wednesday to confirm. Remote commenting has been suspended for this meeting as well as your meeting tonight to give us time to find our path forward. And then I also want to share, coincidentally, the Pacifica Peace People are also holding an anti-racism event this Thursday evening, October 5th. And that is due to start at 7 to 8:30. And that is at Ingrid B. Lacey in their multi-purpose room. So anyway, I hope everyone can join us there. I love the song from Avenue Q that says, everyone's a little bit racist, and I think we can all learn to do better. And then just finally, the City of Pacifica stands united against hate and condemns any acts of hatred. We wholeheartedly reaffirm our commitment to fostering diversity, inclusion, and creating a safe and welcoming community for all. By our collective unity against hate, we will not only recover faster from these attacks on our community values, but also hopefully emerge stronger than before. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other speakers? Okay. With that, I will close oral communications and move on to consent items, of which there are none, which takes us into continued public hearings. So file number 2020-003, which is a general plan amendment, GPA 105-23, site development permit PSD-849-20, and tree permit TP-3-23. The recommended action is to continue the public hearing to the regular meeting of the Planning Commission at a date to be determined. Is there a staff report, or is that enough information?
We have a brief staff report that
Okay, let's hear it.
Thank you. Stephanie Cervantes, Senior Planner with the Planning Department. Just here to say, up to this point, the applicant and staff are working together to ensure compliance of their project. However, at this point, the city staff has not determined complete compliance with all of our codes and regulations. And due to the time that it's been taking for us to work together to reach compliance, staff has decided to continue the project to a date to be determined. Once a new public hearing date has been decided, staff will renotice as normal.
Fabulous. Thank you for that staff report. Are there any questions? And so it will be a full renoticing because it's a date to be determined.
That is correct.
Okay, wonderful. Before we take a motion or any deliberation, are there any, I don't have any speaker cards, are there any, Chris, Jack, okay. So with that, we will close public comment and deliberation or a motion to continue. Commissioner Wright.
I'd like to make a motion that we follow staff's recommendation and continue this.
Is there a second? Commissioner Ferguson,
Second.
please vote.
That motion passes unanimously.
Fabulous. That takes us to new public hearings. File number 2021-021, Coastal Development Permit CDP-431-21 to demolish a soil remediation system. That recommended action is also continue the public hearing to the regular meeting of the Planning Commission to be determined. So another date uncertain. Do we have a staff report on this one too? All right.
Hello, again, Stephanie Cervantes, Senior Planner with the Planning Department. So this project, it's a similar issue with code compliance. Due to the experience we were having with the previous project, staff has decided to continue this project as well to a date to be determined. And once a new public hearing date has been chosen, staff will renotice as normal.
Thank you.
And Chair, to clarify, good evening, Planning Director Christian Murdoch. We're not suggesting there is or is not an issue with code compliance. We're working to continue the analysis to confirm one way or the other. So I don't want to prejudice anyone's impression of the project. We just can't say for certain with respect to the issue or issues at hand at this time.
Understood. We appreciate that clarification. With that, are there any questions for staff?
Just, I assume that staff is actively working and interfacing with the petitioner to resolve whatever
That's correct.
impediments are.
We've explained to them the basis for the continuance. They understand, and as with most applicants, they're not necessarily pleased, but they get it. It's part of the process, and they want to come forward with the their best face forward with their project.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay. Then I will open public comment. Again, I have no speaker cards. All right, I will close public comment. Any deliberation or a motion? Commissioner Godwin? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I move we follow staff recommendations and continue this to a date to be determined.
Second.
Motion and a second, please vote.
And that motion passes unanimously.
All right, and that takes us to commission communications. Does anyone have something they'd like to say?
I have a quick question for staff. I noticed that Councilwoman Bowles had indicated that they were going to do a study session regarding how, and I assume that was open to the public. Does staff have any idea how they're going to communicate that to the public in order to do support? I'm hoping that somebody's watching. That may not be true, but they may be interested in knowing that. Does staff know, or how could the public find out if they wanted to find out more about that? What would be the best way?
Sure. So we would encourage anyone that's interested in that or any other meeting of the City Council or Planning Commission to email the City Clerk's office or the Planning Department. We can get them signed up for the agenda distribution emails that come out. And as mentioned as well, we would encourage everyone to sign up for the Connect with Pacifica newsletter. Similar attempt, you can email the City Clerk's office or the Planning Department. We'll connect any interested individual with the right sign-up opportunity to get that meeting information.
Thank you so much.
Any other commission communications? Commissioner Godwin.
Yeah, I just wanted to commend the Fog Fest group for putting on the event this year after a bit of a hiatus due to COVID and having a big success with a lot of attendance.
Yeah, it was great. My kids loved it. All right, that brings us to, I believe, staff communications. Director Murdoch.
Thank you, Chair. Nothing this evening.
Okay, that brings us to adjournment and a record 5-minute planning commission. Do I have a motion?
Move we adjourn.
Okay, so second. Commissioner Godwin.
I'll second.
All right, please vote.
That motion passes unanimously.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.